Hello and welcome to the channel. What has become apparently clear since the Naira crisis started, in fairness though, not just since the crisis, but since the inception of President Buhari's tenure almost 8 years ago, what has become clear is his indecisiveness to act on situations. Whether it be as a result of old age, I cannot say, but the president is pretty slow, and I mean that quite literally. It took almost 6 months, if memory serves me well, for Baba to set up his cabinet after first coming to power in 2015. Again, his lukewarm attitude has allowed this old Naira debacle to escalate more than it should have. What we don't need in the next week's presidential election is for another millipede for president. And this is where Peter Obi of the Labour Party has an edge over the others. He is younger, more energetic, and seems to know what he is doing. He is from the new generation of leaders. No wonder a lot of the young people are aligning with the former Anambra State Governor with the obedient movement. It has been mentioned that it does not have the structure that Tinubu and Atiku both have. But if one man can beat the odds and pull off the unexpected, then it is Peter Obi. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. With Peter Obi, a better day is possible for Nigeria. Ahead of the February 25th, 2023 critical presidential election and subsequent elections in March 2023, Nigeria's President and Commander-in-Chief, Muhammadu Buhari, addressed the country he has been in charge of since 2015. First, as a legacy and transition speech, retired General Buhari's efforts on Thursday, February 16, 2023, were inadequate as they lacked useful connection between the current suffering of Nigerians and an uncertain future of the embattled country, especially with the elections and Buhari's countdown to exit the presidency of Africa's largest economy and demographics. Second, it is a continuation of the peripatetic swing from one pillar to another post. The basket of familiar excuses was a familiar reach for Buhari on the Naira scarcity palaver, banking fiasco, financial and economic issues, the escalating political killings, attempted assassinations, criminal violence, and threats ahead of the general elections. There was no coherent fiscal policy. The Naira will be impacted further. Third, the flurry of forces, fiercely armed ethnic and transnational foot soldiers of several causes and jihadisms have effectuated multiple shades of regional disruptions and, along the way and around their communities, left ruinous, catastrophic consequences. Their level of impunity and geopolitical impositions on the sovereign and territorial boundaries of Nigeria have been expanding. There are a litany of issues, known and unknown, state persons and groups bestriding and bedeviling Nigeria's political economy and existential daily grind for an overwhelmed majority of Nigerians have remained and or become deepened and complicated by the evident limitations of the retired soldier, Buhari, who has given his best in the service of Nigeria. With Peter Obi, I think a better day is possible for Nigeria from this 2023 presidential election, especially taking a non-sentimental assessment of the ancient and modern complexities facing today's Nigeria, plus the requisite energy, technological vision, developmental competence, and accountable capacity to productively lead Nigeria out of the complexities of the problems it is still facing. Some of these challenges are complicated by the seemingly endless incompetence of the Buhari presidency, a presidency of small things, of petty malice and ancient grudges, of crass nepotism and clannishness, of moral corruption and assorted inequities, of impunity and incapacity. Obi's engagements, meanwhile, and agenda for Nigeria's renewal are clearly rooted in the domestic expansion of production and local empowerment, working in synergy with the global transcontinental leverage of the Nigeria diasporans. Obi has a bold, responsibilities-driven vision for Nigeria, a country in the clutches of exploding crisis, murderous impunity, and crippling partisan incompetence of the leadership of the country of 220 million people. Economic development can only take place in an environment that is harmonious in such areas as politics, religious relationships, socio-cultural interactions, and inter-ethnic dynamics. Sadly, in Buhari's Nigeria, some Nigerians are more equal than others. It is not the way of modern systems and progressive societies. It is especially remarkable that for the second highest position in the very influential and important U.S. Treasury Department, Biden did not only pick an African American, he chose a Nigerian American, Adewale Adeyemo. There are hundreds of others at other levels of corporate and governmental leadership. Overall, the catastrophic failures of the APC-led Buhari presidency, from personal to economic insecurities, from ancient nepotism to naked, divisive, religious, and ethnic preferential treatments, daily killings across all the zones and regions of Nigeria, the scandalous drop of the value of the naira, the murderous visitations of known and unknown gunmen have altered many of the geopolitical assumptions of the past 20 years. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. For the February 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi is the game changer with realistic vision and stratagem to move Nigeria and the Nigerians forward. Yes, a better day is possible with Peter Obi. Quite expectedly, Obi has brought a freshness that the national politics urgently needed. He has articulated in very clear terms the steps he will take to resolve some of Nigeria's intractable problems and take the country back from consumption to production. It is easy to believe him because he has a track record of integrity, consistency, and capacity in both his private and public sector outings. Again, age and health favors him. This is in addition to parading academic and personal profile records that towers above that of any other contestant in the race. Obi's southeast zone is one of the regions of the country that is bleeding from insecurity. Such insecurity has been inspired by separatist groups who have accused the federal government of marginalizing the region in both representation and allocation of federal resources. Again, the Southeast is the only such one that has not produced a president since the advent of the present democracy. It is expected that Peter Obi's presidency will help to douse the separatist agitations and curtail the present insecurity that it has bred in the region. Above all, Obi has an impressionable personality that is unassailable. He combines the brilliance and idealism of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe with the practicality and attention to details of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.